Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jua. In this short video, I'm going to discuss Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jua. In this short video, I'm going to talk about a condition if you have a slow thyroid, how, unless if it's a thyroid gland in and of itself, oftentimes it's something other than the thyroid. Because a thyroid is usually secondary to a primary dysfunction. Again, unless you have a thyroid cancer, okay, it's usually secondary to something else. Now again, it could be multifactorial. So the function of the thyroid gland, butterfly-shaped gland at the base of your neck, okay, nape of your neck, main function is metabolism, but also in growth and the maturation of the body. Now, when the thyroid gland is not working properly, over 100 enzymes will be blocked. And so this is where you get dry hair, vertical ridges on the nails, weight gain, cold, depression, decreased libido. Also too, crave carbs like sugar, crackers, Oreos, waffles, anything. You're craving carbs due to the fact that you're not controlling the blood sugar, which is also too one of the involvements of the thyroid gland. Now with a thyroid gland is a butterfly-shaped gland at the base of your neck, and hormones are made. You have inactive T4 and active T3. Now, inactive T4, you have 93% of the hormone is inactive in the form of T4, which is 4 molecules of iodine. You have 7% active hormone, T3, 3 molecules of iodine. So what happens, it travels in the bloodstream, it goes to the liver. Now, the liver is the biggest organ where it gets converted. So 60% of that T4 gets converted with enzymes to active form of T3 in the liver to be utilized. Okay, so what happens is, it could be multifactorial. So iodine is needed for thyroid production. So if you're allergic to shellfish, or if you just don't have enough iodine in the body, this could be one of the reasons why you have a slow thyroid. Number two, too much estrogen. If you're a female on birth control pills, if you're a male and if you have just too much estrogen in your body due to the foods that we're eating, what happens is that the estrogen competes with the thyroid receptors. So that actually shuts down the thyroid because you have too much flow in estrogen. Also, when you have too much estrogen in the body, it creates sluggish bile. Now, the conversion of T4 to T3 gets converted in the liver. Bile produced in the liver stored and concentrated in the gallbladder. Okay, what happens is that too much estrogen makes the bile sluggish. What happens then is that it slows down the conversion of inactive T4 to T3. So this could be another reason why you have a slow functioning thyroid. So too little bile slows down the conversion. Now what happens is that we make bile in the liver and we store and concentrate in the gallbladder. And every time we eat a fatty food, the bile is released in the small intestines to break down the fat, so it's absorbed into the bloodstream, and also and the fat is actually makes hormones. So we need fat in our diet to make hormones. Okay, so that's very important. Also too, if you have a dysfunctional liver damage due to just bad eating, toxins, too much over-the-counter, too much prescription medication, you're causing liver damage. What that's going to do, that's going to cause constipation, because the bile, one of the functions of the bile is actually to lubricate the colon. So again, if you have a sluggish gallbladder, you have decreased bile, slow conversion factors. So what do you do? Okay, when I work with my patients, first and foremost, what I always want to do, I want to clean up the liver and gallbladder. Okay, because the liver and gallbladder, because the goal is to increase the bile, to help lubricate the colon, which will inadvertently decrease the constipation, which will help the conversion of T4 to T3. So what I recommend with my patients to do, of course, a liver cleanse, but a supplement, bile salts. If you're not producing enough bile in the gallbladder, okay, then you're not making the conversion, you're not absorbing the fats needed. So bile salts, a supplement bile salts is always recommend. 2, iodine. You may not have enough iodine in the diet, so iodine is very fragile. So I just recommend about 150 micrograms as a supplement added to your daily program, because the function of the iodine is to increase the thyroid function. Also too, cruciferous vegetables, your broccolis, your cauliflowers, what this is going to do, we have good estrogen and we have bad estrogen. What that's going to do is actually going to decrease the bad estrogen to help clean up the liver and help make more bile. Also too, there's a supplement called DIM. DIM, same function as the cruciferous vegetables. The DIM is going to help balance out the estrogen, the excess amount of estrogen in your system, again, to help improve the thyroid function. So you can see here, having a slow thyroid, it could be multifactorial. It could be the diet with the iodine. It could be too much estrogen. Okay, it could be your gallbladder. It could be your liver. Okay, but the main thing we always want to recommend is to help start cleaning up the liver. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.